Is there anything you want to touch on just in terms of the events of the last 2 weeks, largely catalyzed by the murder of George Floyd, and now, just peaceful protests happening all around the world, and actually resulting in change, right? Resulting in greater awareness, resulting in greater solidarity, resulting in real change that's happening in a way that I've never felt it in my entire life. Is there anything you just want to say about that, about how that is impacting you and your family and your work in this moment?
Yeah, I posted this morning on my social media outlets that nothing should go back to normal. That normal wasn't working, and if we go back to the way things were, we will miss the lesson. I've had probably the hardest conversation that I've had to have with my children a week ago, where I had to give them a peek into an early reality that I thought maybe I could shelter them from for a little while longer.
Yeah.
And I thought long and hard about how to do it, what was going to be the best way. So really every Sunday we've kind of been having our own church, our own lessons. So we normally do that Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have this discussion until Sunday night. That's how hard it was for me to be able to get to this point. But it was necessary. And so, without getting into the particulars, I will say this is our civil rights moment. Okay.
No question.
Here we are in our 40s, right? We are 70s babies.
Yep.
But our parents and grandparents were part of that Jim Crow, part of that civil rights movement.
Yep.
So we were birthed out of that. But now what's going to be birthed out of this? Man.
I know.
I mean, just to think about the mindset of God, that who would have thought in 2020, Kobe Bryant, tornadoes in Nashville, COVID-19, and Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and the list continues to grow.
Yeah.
But yet on the other side of that, Marcus, we now have the Democratic representatives in the Senate and the House that come on this morning and say, we want police reform. So you never can really understand why. You can't.
Yeah.
But I am grateful for the small changes. To have 3 teenage young ladies be able to call a rally in a day's time speaks about the power of not just social media, but it speaks about the consciousness of a generation that, I guess I was kind of militant, right? But I wasn't doing anything like what these young girls did. Here in Nashville that made national news, right?
It's amazing.
And so it just speaks to the power of how when a change is going to come, there's really nothing you can do to stop it.
No.
And that's what I'm sensing right now. A change is coming. We have a long way to go, but I am grateful for in just a few days
I know.
of what we've been able to see. That's a good sign.